The module name is Ecotourism. Under this, I will be covering emergence of ecotourism, meaning and definition of ecotourism, characteristics of ecotourism, ecotourism in Goa. At the end, I will summarize what we have covered under this module, and there are references given at the end. The learning outcome after completion of module 09, student will be able to define and explain the concept of ecotourism, describe the characteristics of ecotourism, cite the examples of ecotourism. Now let us try to understand how come this development of ecotourism happened or it has emerged. According to World Travel and Tourism Council, tourism is a leading sector. When I meant it is a leading sector, it is one of the biggest industry which contributes to about 10.4% in the global GDP and creates one job in every 10 jobs worldwide. Now, the benefit of this is that since it is a major economic activity, it is benefiting economically, creating jobs all over the world. There was a red competition which started to get the benefit of ecotourism. I mean to say the tourism. Now, with tourism, there are certain positive effects and negative effects. Positive effect, we know it's a major economic activity. You will have a lot of income coming to your country. Jobs creations are there. Self-employment will happen. So there is a growth. But negative impact is also there. When there is a mass tourism at the attraction places or at the tourist spots, the destructions comes. The destructions which hampers to the environment, the destruction which hampers to the culture, the destruction which hampers to the whole ecosystem. These were the negative impact of ecotourism. So which received a lot of criticism from all over the world. Then there was a thought came like how to come out of this. How can a tourism be developed in a such a way so that it will be there will be sustainable and global ecological practices everywhere. Somewhere in the mid 1980s, the ecotourism emerged with this background. Now look at the ecotourism. Ecotourism consists of two terms. One is the ecology and another one is the tourism. We know what is ecology, we know what is tourism. So this is the word which is coined from two aspects. Ecology, that is the welfare of ecology, at the same time get the benefit of tourism. That's what called as an ecotourism in a general meaning. Let us understand the growth of ecotourism. From mid 1980s, the ecotourism which has emerged, it is growing very rapidly. At present, according to the International Ecotourism Society, it creates about 800 billion US dollar industry. At the same time, as per United Nations World Travel Organization, it has about global revenue of 1 trillion US dollars. The employment opportunities are directly to almost 11 million people worldwide, and the growth rate is from 10% to 12%. The International Ecotourism Society claims it 10%, whereas United Nations World Travel Organization claims it to 12%. Now let us understand the term ecotourism. The International Ecotourism Society defines it as responsible travel to natural areas that conserves the environment, sustains the well-being of the local people, and involves interpretation and education. So if you look at this definition very carefully, we find some major points there, major principles there, which has been embodied in ecotourism. Like it is a responsible travel to natural areas, conserves the environment, sustains the well-being of the local people, and involves interpretation and education. From this definition itself, we can derive some characteristics of ecotourism. Look at them. First one is a responsible travel. This is one of the major characteristics of ecotourism. Another one is natural attraction. The attractions are nature based. Then it works for an environmental conservation, local empowerment, and education. Let us look them in detail one by one. Responsible travel. Please look at the quote which I have quoted there. It says, please leave nothing but your footprints. What does it mean? It's telling you something different to be doing, you are going to do when you go to an ecotourism destination. The first point here is that you should be a responsible traveler. So when you go to this ecotourism spots or ecotourism attraction, you have to remember that you have to behave very responsibly. What do you mean by responsible behavior? no destructions. You have to try to keep the environment as there as it was. No throwing of trashes waste there, no noise creation. Respect their culture, respect the wildlife which is available there, respect the environment. That's what called as a responsible travel. So you have to be very, very responsible when you go to an ecotourism attractions. This is the major principle of ecotourism. The next one is ecotourism is a nature based. So all the attractions which will be covered under ecotourism will be nature based. They will be either you can say a greeneries, a forest, a mountains, waterfalls, wildlife sanctuaries. These are sacred groves. These are some examples which I can quote, which are where the ecotourism likely areas. These are ecotourism spots. And the major purpose is that we have to keep them as it is. Another important principle or a characteristics of ecotourism is environmental conservation. So the tourism activity which is going to happen will happen with the motto of conserving the environment and conserving the environment and not distracting the environment. Like other destinations, like in a cities or in urban areas, when you go, you will find a lot of multi-story buildings there, a lot of artificials and a cemented blocks which is there. But here that will not happen. The environment will not be disturbed. There will be minimum environment disturbance which is going to happen. Another characteristic is that whatever benefit which comes from an ecotourism activity, that benefit should go for a local people, and at the same time it should happen an empowerment of local people. So how this will happen? There will be participation of local. So if you see these are the areas like mountains, forest, wildlife sanctuaries. You will find there certain inhabitant people who will be there staying from their generation to generation, and these are the people who are actually reliable, or their source of earning itself is that nature itself. So what? So their employment should not be get taken away when we do an ecotourism activity. So what should we do? We should involve those local people itself in this tourism activity by training them as a guide, or maybe by training them for a self-employment, or putting up some small shops, or exhibiting their artifacts which has been there, or exhibiting and selling their items. This is way we can do the empowerment of local people. The another objective of ecotourism is education, and education happens in two ways. The education of a tourist. So when a new person goes to that place, he will be educated about the fauna which is available there, the species which is available there, the culture of that particular place, the tradition of that particular place, what are the various activities which happens there. So the purpose is not only to go for a leisure activity, but at the same time you are also gaining a knowledge of that place. So that is also another purpose of ecotourism. And this will be also, there will be an education happening to the locals also, so that they can become self-employed, or generation can be improved. So the education happens at the both the ways. Now these are the major characteristics of ecotourism. Let us come back to an ecotourism activity which happens in Goa. Goa is famous for its sea, sandy beaches, or sunny days, and so on. But at the same time, Goa also has an hinterland, and there is an ecotourism activity which happens in Goa. The famous ones are Dr. Salim Ali Bird Sanctuary, Khotigaon Wildlife Sanctuary, Dudhsagar Mole, Wageri Hills. These are nature type of activities which is there. Then there are sacred groves. Many sacred groves are available in Goa. Famous one is Nirankanichi Har and Devachi Rai. These are certain ecotourism activities which happens in Goa. At the end, I just want to revise what we have done. We have seen that ecotourism has emerged in 1980s. The aim is environmental conservation and sustainability, and main characteristics are responsible travel, natural attractions, environmental conservation, empowerment of local, and education. For further readings, you can do these references, and you can also read the report on global ecotourism, that is Trends and Suggestion by the International Ecotourism Society. Thank you.